I've never made a film that is quite such an audience pleaser. You know, I mean, it's such a it's kind of a David and Goliath story. Maybe that's how I would describe it. Because it's a story about people who are outlaws, lost souls who become heroes by putting their lives in service of others, you know? And that makes it sound kind of important or deep or profound or something, but it's in the guise of something absolutely hysterical and fun and raucous. When I was trying to find this character and everything, I watched all Ken Burns' documentary about the Civil War, and I came across this thing, you know, Conley's sharpshooters. It's a great story about one of the Louisiana Tigers. You know, this band of guys that was a guy who would actually go out and kill Union commanders. That was his job. He would shoot, you know, he would find his way forward in the battlefield and kill the leaders, and he would get these unbelievable shots and stuff. And so I had this idea that was kind of who he was. And like a lot of, you know, the sharpshooter in history, they often suffer tremendously, you know, because they know who they're shooting. You know, it's not anonymous the way sometimes battles are. You know who you killed. You hear later who you killed. You know, you hear from their family. They're haunted by it. I mean, even in the Afghanistan war, that's very common. Even now that, you know, with the scope and you really see the person, it's an impact on the soul. And I thought it would be a very interesting character inside an action movie to have somebody kind of struggling with the demon of death and killing, and what is a just war? What is a just kill? Does such a thing exist? He's haunted by it. The obvious thing are clothes and things like that, but PH and I were always bringing ideas. Some of them he liked, some of them he didn't. We had lots of ideas that didn't make it, you know.
Yeah, you were a factory of idea.
Yeah. And that was, you know, Antoine's job is, you know, to kind of make sense out of all seven of us coming at him with different ideas about how to make the movie stronger.
Right before we shoot that scene, I asked Antoine, what if I use a hairpin in that hat? Actually, originally it was a knife. And Antoine says, I like that, I love it. Let's do it. So we made the hairpin inside the hat. So that's how it changed.
Sight the lowest part of the V, cheek resting against the stomach.
I had a father, thank you.
I didn't. Woo, God dang it, I'm good.
Hilly had probably in a lot of ways the most challenging role in the film because, first of all, the Seven Samurai doesn't have that character, and the original Mike 7 doesn't have that character, and she was surrounded by a ton of testosterone, and she had to find her own. You know, she's not a horseback rider, and she had to teach her. I mean, it was challenging, and she handled it all with grace and humor, and a kind of no-nonsense attitude that was really compelling.
You tell Bo, if he wants his town, come see me.
He's got special aura and charisma. When he first came up to the set, he never says something, but he already controlling everything. That was an amazing moment for me.
He has a powerful energy about him. You know, it's different. It's what makes him such a great actor. You know, the power of his imagination, and you know, people think acting is about line reading or something like that. It's a whole other. There's something else happening when it's done at a high level, and he's the reason to make the movie. You know, seeing Denzel take the helm of, you know, such a kind of the American iconography of the Hollywood Western.